How's it going, guys? Hope you all are doing great and welcome back on another episode on Full Metal Alchemist. Now, after watching the first two episodes, I got to say that it brings back a lot of memories from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I'm looking forward to see what this Full Metal Alchemist version, what is going to be all about. Because I went and checked the dates between the two, and this particular Full Metal Alchemist came out before Brotherhood. So, without further ado, let's check out the next episode and see what took place. I forgot her name. Wenry. 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 Mhm. If only these two boys knew what would happen by messing with alchemy, what would end up happening to them. Would they have done it if they knew the implications, the ramifications of what they were doing? But let me say that if they knew, then we wouldn't have this show, would we? There wouldn't be any show if they knew what would happen to them. Their very first alchemy. I can't say it enough. This show needs to make a comeback. If you agree with me, destroy that likes button and push your thoughts on what I just said. It needs a comeback. It's one of those shows that is worthy, very worthy of a comeback. It needs a comeback because they could have developed so much out of brotherhood, you know? I was very worried on the animation on this, but the animation looks great. It looks pretty good. And I cannot wait for us to start seeing those characters we love so much. Whose names that I don't forgot his name. Oh my goodness. My Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood memories have escaped me. Some of the characters I no longer remember their names. I don't think much of their mother was shown on Brotherhood. It's going to be interesting to really get to know her a little bit more on Fullmetal Alchemist. She paused a bit before answering that question. Hopefully, they're not gonna scare her again. She's crying. They scared her again, did they? Ooh, so sad. Now, this is one of the things that fueled, that motivated Edward and Alfonso to go to that length, trying to bring their mother back. When losing her mother and father, the old geezer chases them away. Ooh. At the age of 10 for Edward and at the age of 9 for Al. what I can gather from what I'm sensing and what I can gather so far from Full Metal Alchemist, that in Alchemist they developed characters a little bit more, and they diversified the story that we know about the story the story itself of Full Metal Alchemist a little bit more than Brotherhood. Because on Brotherhood, even though Brotherhood is very good, yet they skipped a couple of stuff. They didn't really take their time to explain, everything that went through. Mm. Now, I have said this before that I'll try as much as I can to forget that I've seen Brotherhood so that I can really, really enjoy Full Metal Alchemist itself. I've said that before and I can't say it enough. But from time to time, I slip. Something is wrong. I think I see people in there. And in that moment, in that moment, the unthinkable happens. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this because this was never diversified this much during Brotherhood. Hmm. I forgot the name of this guy, but because I'm trying to Man, what's his name again? So this was indeed what picked Mustang. Hey. Man, badass Mustang, baby. Due to the fact that the boys survived Akami and escaped alive, well, somehow, for Al, um, the state Akami wants them to come and work for them. That's true. He heard that conversation. Wow, that's a badass Edward right there. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, even after what happened, he still wanted to bring their mother back. I can't say this enough, man. This show needs to make a comeback. It needs to make a comeback. It deserves a comeback, yo. That's probably true. Hey! Oh my goodness. This anime needs a comeback. It needs to make a comeback. And I just can't say it enough. And I'm gonna continue to say it. Okay? I will continue to say it. I will never stop saying it because it is true. It is damn true. Um, just the case of the anime, the characters, Edward and Al, loving their mother so much that they want to use alchemy to bring her back to life. But in doing so, not only did that fail, they were no longer the same. They should have died from that. You guys know that, right? They should have died, but because they attempted to do a forbidden alchemy. They should have died, but instead they survived. They walked out alive, but they were never the same. So this is a little preview on the next episode. So now they go about uh, fighting for the good, searching still, uh, to find a way to this time to get their body back, to find some type of um, closure on what happened to them, right? But before they left, they burnt their house down. They burnt it down to nothing because they don't want to relive their memory or the memory that haunted them for the rest of their or that is going to haunt them for the rest of their lives. So they just burnt it all down and left. Now they are currently going to the state academy to meet Lieutenant Mustang, a badass character, yo. Lieutenant Mustang. They're going to meet him up and to see if they have a shot to become a state alchemist, right? And because they know that if they become state alchemists, that will give them more room to do more research because they believe that state alchemy possess a huge amount of resources, the library that contains a huge amount of information that they could use to bring their body back, right? For Al to get his body back, for Edward to get his arm and his leg back, just for them to be okay once again, to be whole. Um, we're going to see how that is going to go. And one thing I like about Fullmetal Alchemist thus far, just thus far, watching or this being my third episode on the show, I can see that in Brotherhood, they didn't really elaborate too much on what happened to these kids, right? They did give information, but not as diversified, as detailed, and as versatile as they're doing on Fullmetal Alchemist, which I'm going to enjoy to see how everything is going to unfold, because it seems like the storyline on Fullmetal Alchemist is a little different than Brotherhood, and I'm going to see what characters are we going to see? Like how everything is going to make sense? I'm going to digress it here, yo, but this anime definitely needs a damn comeback. It needs to come back. It needs to come back. It needs to come back. On that note, stay safe. Keep on keeping on.